at Wendy's birthday party, you started questioning, why would you post this on social media, da 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 da.
I thought that was like a legitimate question.
Well.
Your girls were sneaking boys in the house in DR.
I caught a boy on a ring cam.
She did.
I caught a boy on a ring cam.
She did. And she told me,
right,
I don't run and go and tell because that's your business.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that?
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me get comfortable. My whole thing with this episode is the fact that I feel like with Mia, like we already said this whole time, Mia's lying. She's a liar. She's been lying. Her storyline seems fake. All that. I think Mia is now upset because she feels like she's putting out her truth, but she feels like the other ladies aren't pulling out their 100% truth. I guess, right? You got Ashley over here who getting the divorce but not getting divorced, but in a house that with LLC.
You got Stacey dating a gay man.
Mia feels like Giselle's not really telling her authentic truth. I just find it so funny, and I think I always will circle back to the fact that if Candace was on this season pregnant, one, they wouldn't have gave her grace, and two, Candace would have been at fault for something every time Candace was the scapegoat. And now that they don't have a scapegoat, what are they doing? Turning on each other. Y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
Starts where we left off, where Mia talking about, the fathers of my children. The fathers of my children.
Fathers?
I thought Gordon was your children's father.
Wait, I've been married before. Mia's been married before.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
And, last episode, I was like, where did she come from? The blah, blah, blah. But we see the flashback, and she did say that in her first season that was 6, about the fathers of the kids. Cool. I think what it is just like with Mia, she says so many different things, and it's so random half the time that you really can't believe what she's saying. I'm the CEO of the joint. What? The CEO of the joint? Let me look this up. No, you're not. Girl. But, outside of that, Mia's in her confessional because Giselle is questioning her, holding her to task, as she should. But, Mia's now, she's getting upset, she's getting bothered because she feels like, okay, I'm giving you guys my life on Instagram and on the show. But Giselle, you hold stuff close to chest.
And of course, Giselle has to make it about critiquing and nitpicking. It's just nasty work. I don't like it.
Segue over the same night where you see Wendy over here rekindling with, Eddie's family. And, it's been very disdained because you had two families that, quote unquote, the heads of the family did not like each other. So if they don't like each other, they're not going to obviously congregate. But the kids fell in love, right? So, I'm happy that Wendy has, this full circle moment that they come and celebrate her in this new era in her 40s.
Most to us, we appreciate you so much. You look just like Eddie. Eddie.
So, congratulations to Wendy on that. This episode was definitely the episode of the kids because we seen Karen sit down with her daughter Raven, and they're basically talking about, doing an update of life, like how's everything going? How are you with your love life? Everything that's going on with me. This will pass. Same thing with Giselle and her daughter, Grace. They, like I said, they're over here anticipating the two girls, the twins, to go to college, and they're going to separate college. And I feel with twins, they either go to the same college to stick together, or they go to different colleges just to have some sort of individuality.
Just everything.
I need to know when to go down there and help her out. When do you think the breakdown's gonna happen? Week 2 or week 3?
Week 2.
Okay.
So, yeah. I really do want to talk about the whole Mia thing at the end because I do feel like what she said was deplorable, right? I don't really want to give too much away, but Giselle, we're gonna have some words because y'all already know how I felt about Giselle in the beginning of the season. Wendy, I think I'm about to look at you all the way crazy. I get they talk about, this is the season of rekindling, and I see a lot of people online talk about we're gonna give the girls a fresh slate.
Bitch, no, we're not.
I'm sorry. I'm not giving no bitch a fresh slate because I'm still going to remember what you did. Like Giselle, she's not going to get a motherfucking pass. Like for y'all just like, oh, with Giselle, she's going to get a fresh slate and you know all that. No, she's not. No. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
I said what I said.
That still holds true. Okay? Just because I gave you grace don't mean we cool. So we segue over and we see Kiana, and Kiana's basically, you know, at her man's place, and you know, now it's her place too, but you know, he's still
He started off as a licensed clinical social worker, and once he started the company, his family members were totally on board and really supportive of him, and it just worked.
But she basically sits there and she talks about her relationship with Greg and like his background. You know, people try to basically say that he was a drug dealer, this, that, and the third. So she says that, you know, with Greg, you know, he protects me. He loves me, and he's concerned because, you know, the whole situation with my scar and what happened with Deborah, and she purposely said her name wrong, but just know. But with Deborah, Sesame Street, Cookie Monster, right? With her, he's concerned that I'm putting myself into harm's way. To be honest, on a housewife show, when you talk about people with money, there should be no harm that comes your way, to be honest.
That something bad would happen to me. It really made him like, I don't like this for you. Especially like being a part of the group.
So you already know what.
Besides somebody saying you're a bitch. So I think with Potomac has had the most altercations. Ooh. No. Atlanta. Atlanta has had the most altercations. Yeah. I take it back. But Potomac has had 3 altercations. They had the situation with Monique attacking Candace. You had the situation with Mia over here attacking Wendy. Now you have the situation with Deborah attacking Kay. So I see his concern because just like, what else can happen? Like, where is this going to go, right? So she's basically saying that, you know, she wants him to know that he could trust her and this, that, and the third. And I mean, I understand the concern, because if that was me going on to a TV show, I'm not going on to a reality TV show. Let's say if I did Big Brother, or if I did like, you know, Survivor or Summer House. I'm not going on to these TV shows to get bopped upside my head now. I get bopped upside my head now because but I'm not going on a TV show to be violent. I go on the TV show to show my personality, and that's it. Like, I'm not going on a TV show to over here be a part of baddies. No, I will call the police and you're going to jail, bitch.
You're going to jail, bitch.
The fuck? But yeah, so we see all the women congregate and they go out, you know, for lunch and everything. And, you know, this is after
We did not reach an agreement. There is a confidentiality clause that the other party would like to implement.
Has a mediation with her husband. And she was like, you know what, y'all, I found out a lot. I found out that my name was in certain documents, that I was part owner of this but didn't know, that this has happened but I didn't know, that he did this but I didn't know. And I think it goes the same route with Teresa, where in relationships you trust the person that you're with, but people have to realize, especially me, like I said, y'all, I'm gonna say this time and time again, I've seen 5 different relationships crumble. So I take marriage highly and very seriously. So it's one of those things where it's like, would I get a prenup? Unfortunately for me personally, yes, I would get a prenup. And then on top of that, I'm not signing anything that I don't read and take to my own personal lawyer. I'm sorry, I got too many friends that are attorneys. One of your attorney friends will let you know, like, no, protect your assets. Like, a lot of people don't realize that in certain states, like let's say North Carolina is a 50-50 state. If you don't have a prenup, you're splitting everything 50-50. Period. The fuck? So it's just like, that's retirement, any type of property, investment, like, the fuck?
Doing the fuck, Jones.
But it's just one of those things. So she just said that she was just kind of surprised with all that. And she also comes up and compares the situation with Ashley. She's like, you know, my situation with Ashley is definitely different. And I see this budding feud building with Ashley and Stacey, because Ashley, last episode, I didn't bring it up because it was what it was. Ashley, you basically keep saying that, oh, you know, Stacy, you know, she really didn't figure her stuff out. She ain't got no sauce. She over here just, you know, she's so stiff. She's so this. I'm like, Ashley, girl, you act like you're not the same bitch that's over here on TikTok doing the dancing like Giselle but on rhythm. Like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like the girls are really trying to throw cheap shots at Stacy, and it's not fair. But then on top of that, it's not accurate. And then on top of that, she's more accomplished than y'all, because that's all y'all can do. You can't talk about her professional because you don't compare. You can't talk about her with the money because you don't compare. You can't talk about her anything else because you don't compare. You can just talk about how she fit with this group and her personality. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to be very much different. If you don't fuck with her, you don't want to be with her, cool. But Stacy, what we can talk about is you and TJ. That man don't like you. That man don't like you.
Everybody but me.
I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Get it together, man.
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you? You take your hand off.
The fact that TJ sat up on that, TJ sat there at that table, and you were like, oh my God, the flowers are so cute. Oh, that's a girl question. TJ, I really don't want to, like I said, I don't want to do that because it's not, you give me like, you do the bending. Like, what are we talking about? Like, oh, that's a girl question. Is the flowers nice or not? I see men all the time putting flowers together, going out, getting flowers, go to the flower market, put the flowers together. Monet and her man off of TikTok, and it definitely gives toxic masculinity, but also it gives a man that's on the DL trying to avert anybody from piecing the things together. Like, oh, no, that's a girl question. No, not me. Yeah, we see you. We see each other. But yeah, and then he was like, oh, don't touch me.
Do you like the flowers?
That's a girl question.
Girl, I would have got up and went home. I was like, let me order Uber. I'm going home. At some point, looking like a fool is crazy on TV. I could not do it. So we segue over and we see Jacqueline and Mia go out shopping. And Mia's the type of friend that I would hate because you throw shade but then want to giggle. Bitch, I would probably slap the shit out you because, okay, we all have friends that can't dress, or people might think you can't dress. We don't fucking know if they don't say anything. But, okay, Jacqueline look a mess. You're trying to help her out, take her shopping. Cool. But the way she was like, oh, Jacqueline, you look a fucking mess with your big hips and your big stomach, you fucking bitch. What? That's not, no. And then she was like, bitch, you dress like Giselle. Bitch, that's an insult. Wow. That, Giselle dressed horrible. And she knows it. Like Karen said, she knows it. But they sit down and, you know, Jacqueline's just like, you know, Giselle's only jealous of you because she doesn't have a man. You have 3. And I'm like, girl, where's the third? Is there something that we need to know? Let me know.
Questioning me and what I'm doing, I think it's foul. Every time I am in the presence of Cruella DeVille,
Because I want to know the tea. Okay? Because she got old Gordon, Grandpa Gord. She got Elf on the Shelf, Ink. And who else is the next one? The guy from the Ravens. But, so they're over here talking, and Mia's basically saying, like, you know, I'm tired of Giselle thinking she could come for me on the low. If you got something to say it with your chest. Say what you have to say to me. And, you know, that's basically what she plans on to do, and to gag Giselle. And, I mean, it is what it is at this point, right? We transport over at the end of the episode, and we see Ashley basically scaling down the wall. Her kids are there. All the other kids are there. Cute little event. You know, shout out to Ashley for, you know, I mean, she's the most adventurous one on the cast. So, you know, shout out to her. We get to the sit down with Giselle and Mia. So Mia first comes in and she's just like, yeah, oh my God, hey girls. Giselle, we have to talk. And then Giselle's like, what I do? And I'm like, Giselle, girl, please stop acting oblivious. Okay. So they sit down and they have the conversation. They start talking. And Giselle's basically asking her, like, look, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that doesn't look like it makes sense. And basically trying to elude the fact that, bitch, you're a liar. I wish she would just call it plain. You're a fucking liar, right? So Mia basically tells her like, I'm the only one living in my truth. If my truth is ghetto, it's to be like, it's all that.
I'm gonna make this really, really quick.
Yeah. What'd I do?
I always, if there's anything that ever bothers me, I want you to know I'm always gonna come to you directly at your event.
It's my truth. This is the reason why I feel two different ways about the situation. Mia then brings up, she was like, okay, you know, you don't want to bring out stuff, but I never brought up the fact that, you know, your daughter was sneaking boys into the house in DR. And Giselle was like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. She's like, no, one of your daughters, you caught them on the Ring camera, snuck a boy in the house and you caught them. And Giselle was like, oh, okay, I understand. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Your girls were sneaking boys in the house in DR.
Yeah.
You didn't want me to bring it to the group. And guess what?
Oh, I caught a boy on a ring cam.
She played it off real cute, just And my whole thing is this with Mia is the fact that y'all, I said it in my other video, right? With Salt Lake. Y'all say, oh, we don't bring up kids, we don't bring up kids. This is what Karen said, we don't bring up kids, we're gonna bring up kids. But y'all do. Y'all do it every time. Y'all bring up kids all the time. And to be honest, Giselle, she was calling your kids fast. She was calling your kids basically whore-like. Not saying they are, but just, you know, moving the story along. But my whole thing is, at some point, you got me fucked up. And Mia probably would have, you know, got cussed out. That would be the bare minimum, cussed out. Giselle said, I'm processing, and then I'm gonna react.
She is actually losing her mind. She's going through a lot with these two men, but what you're not gonna do is lash out on me and my daughters.
Processing. Cool, you can process. But on the other hand, Giselle, this is the karma. As Wendy would say, this is the karma for every fucked up thing that you did on this damn show. Because y'all talk about don't bring up motherfucking kids when y'all wanted to bring up Chris and Monique's paternity of their child. Over here talked about Candace's husband trying to lure you into a hotel room. You talked about Wendy and her over here getting plastic surgery because she was competing for the attention of her husband for booty models on Instagram. You over here talked about Ashley's husband slapping men on the butt. You over here said that Ashley's husband offered to suck someone's. You over here supported Mia from over here assaulting Wendy. You over here maligned Candace's character all last year. And you got upset last year the fact that Wendy and Candace, Wendy was looking at your daughter real stank, so you're not trying to make up with Wendy at all. You didn't talk to Candace all last year because she cussed your ass the fuck out. So now I'm processing. Now that motherfucking Mia's bringing up your child and all that. Oh, now it's just like, oh, we don't bring up kids. We don't bring up kids now, but y'all been brought up kids. We're over here at Big Back Robin. This is the shit I be talking about. And that's why I'm not really upset that Mia brought this up, because bitch, you've been doing this to the whole cast. You've been terrorizing this whole cast. And now it's your turn. They needed a Giselle takedown. And I can at least appreciate from Mia for trying. Now, Mia, was you fucked up? Do I think you're a liar? Yes and yes. Clear as day. But at the end of the day, y'all can't sit up here and hold one person accountable for something, but then I'll hold the other one accountable. Y'all move the line every time for Candace. And if Candace was on the season, and if Candace would have said that, the internet would have ate Candace up. Everybody would be like, okay, I like that. She's so fuck, she brought up great. Y'all would have did the most every single time. And I hate the fact that there's one standard for one people and there's another standard for the other. And the shit be pissing me the fuck off, because at the end of the day, if Candace would have did what Mia just did, I feel like Giselle might have would have stood up. I don't think she would have hit her, but she would have stood up, because there's two sets of rules for two separate girls on this show, especially Potomac. Y'all know what I mean. It is what it is. Boom. Yeah. Y'all, let me know what you guys think, because at the end of the day, do y'all think Giselle should have reacted more? Do y'all think Giselle's going to be plotting something? Because we already seen her press. She going to say, oh, Mia's a liar. Me got the most to explain to, answer to, blah, blah, blah. We see what happens. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a dollar, break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This American all I really asking for. Now I got to go. Got. Bye-bye.